Binomial expansion continued. In example 4, we are to write down the binomial expansion of 1 plus 1 over 4x. Sorry, I omitted the x here. Raised to power 6. Let's use the binomial theorem that we just learned. So let's write using the binomial theorem. Let's use the binomial theorem. That means our answer will be 6 combination 0 times 1 raised to power 6 combination 0 times 1 raised to power 6 times, you know what I'm doing now, 1 over 4x raised to power 0. Exactly. I'm doing, 6 combination 0. My first term, the coefficient of my first term is 6 combination 0. Then I'll take 1, raise it to power 6. Then take 1 over 4x, raise it to power 0. That's the first term of my expansion. Now, the second term will be 6 combination 1 times 1 raised to power 5 times 1 over 4x raised to power 1. So here, I'm doing the same thing. I'll write the coefficient of my term down, which is 6 combination 1. Take 1, raise it to power 5, which is 6 minus 1. Here, this 6 is 6 minus 0. Then take 1 over 4x, as in plus 1 over 4x. Take it, raise it to power this 1. That's my second term in the expansion. My third term will be 6 combination 2. My third term is 6 combination 2 times 1 raised to power 4 times 1 over 4 x raised to power 2. That's my third term. My fourth term will be 6 combination 3 times 1 raised to power 3 times what? 1 over 4 x raised to power 3. That's my fourth term. My fifth term is 6 combination 4 times 1 raised to power 2 times 1 over 4x raised to power 4. My sixth term is 6 combination 5 times 1 raised to power 1 times 1 over 4x raised to power 5. Then my last term will be 6 combination 6 times 1 raised to power 0 times 1 over 4x raised to power 6. Let me write that so it doesn't mix up with the line above it. So, after writing all this, let me change this to orange to make it brighter. I'll now start writing my, terms down more clearly. Now, 6 combination 0. Let's find this constant first. This coefficient, 6 combination 0 is 6 factorial over 6 minus 0 factorial times 0 factorial. So 6 factorial, we divide 6 minus 0 here is 6 with the factorial outside. That gives me 6 factorial. 0 factorial here is what? 1. So this will divide this. This will divide this. This will divide this, and I get 1 over 1. So that's my, coefficient for the first term in my expansion. So I'll write that down. 1. Here, 1 raised to power 6 is the same thing as 1, so I don't need to write it. I just write 1 over 4x raised to power 0. Here, 6 combination 0 is 1. 1 raised to power 6 is also 1. 1 over 4x raised to power 0 is also 1. So I can make my steps shorter by just writing 1 times 1 times 1 for this term. I'm writing my what? I'm writing my answer as 1. So I think that will make our work shorter. In the second term, I have 6 combination 1 times 1 raised to power 5 times 1 over 4 x raised to power 1. Let's put that down and simplify. 6 combination 1 times 1 raised to power 5 times 1 over 4 x raised to power 1. So here, 6 combination 1 is 6. You do it yourself. 1 raised to power 5 is 1. 1 over 4 here, raised to power 1 is 1 over 4. X raised to power 1 is also what? Here, x raised to power 1 is x. 1 over 4 raised to power 1 is 1 over 4. So, x. That gives me 6 times 1 times what? 1 over 4. I'll multiply my constants. When I multiply my constants, what do I get? 3 over 2. 6 times 1 over 4 is 3 over 2. 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 1 over 4, 3 over 2. So that gives me 3 over 2x for the second term. 3 over 2x. I need to do this to make my steps shorter. Let's go and simplify the third term. In the third term, I have 6 combination 2 times 1 raised to power 4 times 1 over 4x raised to power 2. So let's do that together. 6 combination 2 times 1 raised to power 4 times 1 over 4 x raised to power 2. Here, 6 combination 2 should be what? 6 factorial. 6 minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial. That's 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. I stop at 4 factorial because I'm going to have 4 factorial as the answer for this bracket too. This bracket. So times 2 factorial, which is 2. This will cut this. 2 here 1, 2 here 3. 3 times 5, 15. So, excuse me. That gives me 15. That gives me what? 15 times 1. 1 over 4 raised to power 2 is 1 over 16 x squared. Can you see that? 1 squared, 1. 4 squared, 16. X squared, x squared. So that's 15 over 16 x squared. My third term is what? Plus 15 over 16 x squared. So what do I do next? Let's simplify the fourth term. Plus, let's go ahead and simplify the fourth term. My fourth term is here. 6 combination 3 times 1 raised to power 3 times 1 over 4 x raised to power 3. So let's do that together. 6 combination 3, 1 raised to power 3, 1 over 4 x raised to power 3. 6 combination 3 is 6 factorial over 6 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. 1 raised to power 3 is 1. 1 over 4 here, be careful. 1 cube is 1. Then 4 cube, as in 4 raised to power 3 is what? 64. X raised to power 3 is x cube. So that gives me 1 over 64 x cube. So what do I have here? 6 combination 3. That's, let me simplify this. 6 times 5 times 3 factorial over 3 factorial times 3 factorial. 3 factorial, we divide 3 factorial. Okay, there should be 4 somewhere here. That's what I'm trying to check. 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 factorial. So 3 factorial, we divide 3 factorial. Now, 3 factorial is the same thing as 6 because this is 3 times 2 times 1. So that will divide 6. I have 5 times 2 left. I have 5 times 4 left. 20. So that will give me 20. That will give me what? 20 times 1 over 64 x cubed. So I'm going to write 20 here times 1 over 64 x cubed. 4 here, 5. 4 here, 16. That's 5 over 16 x raised to power 3. That's my fourth term. Let me clean out this and put that down. I need to do this just to shorten my steps. 5 over 16 x raised to power 3. Plus, let's simplify the fifth term. The fifth term is 6 combination 4 6 combination 4, 1 raised to power 2, 1 over 4 x raised to power 4. 6 combination 4 is 6 factorial over 6 minus 4 factorial, 4 factorial. That's 6 times 5 times 4 factorial over 2 factorial times 4 factorial. This cuts this. 2 factorial is 2 times 1, 2. 2 in 6, 3. 3 times 5 is what? 15. So that gives me 15 at the back here. That gives me 15 at the back here times 1 squared. That's 15 times 1, 15. That's 15 times 4 raised to power 4 is 256. That's 15 times 1 over 256. X raised to power what? 4. Take note of that simplification. So my answer is 15 over 256 x raised to power 4. My sixth term is going to be 6 combination 5. 6 combination 5 is 6. That's 6 combination 5. 1 raised to power 1. 1 over 4 x raised to power what? 5. 6 combination 5 is 6. So that's 6 times 1 times 1 raised to power 5 is 1. 4 raised to power 5 is 1024 x raised to power 5. So this gives me 6 over what? This gives me 6 over 1024. 2 can divide this, 3. 2 here, 5, 1, 2. Can 3 divide this? No. So that's 3 over 5, 1, 2 times x raised to power 5. Let's put that down. My sixth term is now 3 over 5, 1, 2 x raised to power 5. My last seventh and sixth term, my seventh and last term, that's 6 combination 6 times 1 raised to power 0 times 1 over 4 x raised to power 6. So 6 combination 6 is 1. 1 raised to power 0 is 1. So 1 raised to power 6 is 1 from here. I'll raise everything in this bracket to power 6. So 1 raised to power 6 is 1. 4 raised to power 6, what would that give me? 4 raised to power 6 is 1024 times another 4. That's 9640. So 40, that's 4096 x raised to power 6. I hope you understand that simplification. So my last term is 1 over 4096 x raised to power 6. So this is the binomial expansion of 1 over, this is the binomial expansion of 1 plus 1 over 4x r raised to power 6. Now the question says we should use this binomial expansion to evaluate 1.0025 raised to power 6. What we do here is very simple. Now let's write 1.0025 in separate parts as 1 plus 0.0025 raised to power 6. You will notice that 1 plus 0.0025 raised to power 6, since we are using the expansion of 1, since we are using the expansion of 1 plus 1 over 4 x raised to power 6, 1 plus 0.0025 raised to power 6 is, synonymous to what? 1 plus 1 over 4x raised to power 6. So, if this is what? Synonymous to this, or if this is similar to this, that means that 0.0025 is what? Similar to 1 over 4x, because here, the 1 here stands for the 1 here. The 0.0025 here stands for 1 over 4x. So what does x stand for? That will give me, cross multiplying, will give me Okay, 0.0025 over 1 is x over 4. If I cross multiply, I'll get x is 4 times 0.0025. So x is 0. What? You know what this means? You know what this means? 4 times 25 here is what? 100. So that gives me 0.0100, or x is 0.01. So if I'm using the expansion of 1 plus 1 over 4x raised to the power 6 to find this value, all I need is to go to that expansion and put 0.01 everywhere I have x. It's as simple as that. Therefore, let me go back to the color I like most. So therefore, 1.0025 raised to the power 6 is going to give me, I'll come back to this expansion. My first term is 1, second is 3 over 2x. It's going to give me 1 plus 3 over 2. Instead of writing x, I'll write 0.01 plus my third term. What's my third term? My third term is what? 15 over 16 x squared. That will give me 15 over 16, 0.01 squared. My fourth term is 5 over 16 x cubed. That's 5 over 16, 0.01 cube, plus my fifth term. I'm checking, so you check with me. My fifth term is 15 over 256 x raised to the power 4. That's 15 over 256. My x is 0.01 raised to the power 4. My sixth term is 3 over 512 x raised to the power 5. 3 over 512 times this raised to the power 5. My sixth term, what's my sixth term? Is 1 over 4096. I think I omitted something. I omitted the fifth term. My fifth term is 15 over 256 x raised to the power 4. So okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's my seventh term I need now. I've done fifth and sixth. 1 over 4096 x raised to the power 6. So let me go ahead and do that. 1 over 4096, 0.01 raised to the power 6. I'm sorry I'm having to squeeze that there because I don't want to go to the next line. So on simplifying, I'll get 1 plus 3 over 2 times 0.01. That's 1.5 times 0.01. Press your calculator. 1.5 times 0.01. That gives 0.015 plus. So I've simplified first and second term. Let's go to the next term. That's 0.01 times 0.01 times 15 divided by 16. That gives me what? 0. That gives me 0.0000937.5. So that's my third term. My fourth term is what? 15 over 256 times 0.01 raised to the power 4. Let's do that together too. 15, 0.01 raised to the power 4 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 15 over 256 over 256. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 0.12345678959. That's my what term? Fourth term. My fifth term is 3 over 12, 3 over 512 times 0.01 raised to power 5. So I'll do that. 3 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 3 over 512 is what? That's 0.123456789101112 585. I'm going to have to endure the pain of writing everything. 585 9375. So that's my sixth term. Let me count again. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, that's my fifth term, not sixth. Let's go ahead and write the sixth term now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Hope I have not made a mistake here. Just simplify each one correctly. I'm trying to see if I've not made a mistake. Let me check from the beginning again. So 1, I've written 1. I think I made a mistake somewhere. Let's check it together. I've written 1 for this one. I've written 1. Then 3 over 2 is 1.5. 1.5 times 0.01. I've written this. Then 15 over 16 times, let me check again. 15 over 16 times 0.01 times 0.01. That this, I wrote that correctly. That's my third term. Fourth term is 5 over 16 times 0.01 cube. Let me see if I did that for 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 5 over 16. Okay, that's where my mistake is. I did not include that. So I will go ahead, and I don't want to lose each of these values. Okay, I'll go ahead and correct that. We have to correct mistakes whenever they appear. So my fourth term is 0.000. Let me count 1 2 3 4 5 6 0 0 0 3 1 2 5. That's my fourth term. My fifth term is now 0.000 0 0 0 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 5 9. I think that's the correct fifth term now, which should be 1 2 3 4 5. 15 over 256. Let me check it again. 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 15 over 256. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 5 9. Yeah, that's correct. So I'll go to my sixth term now. My sixth term is 1 over 3 over 512 times 0.01 raised to power 5. 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 3 divided by 512. Okay, that's what gave me 0.123456789101112 585 9375. That's my sixth term, I think. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yes, my last term is now 0.01 raised to power 6 divided by 4096. So 1 divided by 4096 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01 times 0.01. That's 2.4 times 10 raised to the power minus 16. So that should give me 0.123456789101112131415 to 4. So that's 2.4 times 10 raised to the power minus 16. So I'll add everything up now to get my final answer. This answer plus 0.000585935 plus 0.00059 plus 0.000003125 plus 0.0009375 plus 0.015 plus 1. So my final answer is what? My final answer is 1.0150 1.01509406 So to write it in 5 decimal places, my answer will be 1.0151 to 4 decimal places. So this is an example on fractional binomial expansion, or binomial expansion involving fractions and their uses.